welcome to another lawnfawn video. Today we are so excited to be introducing our brand new stamp set, Treat Cart Add-on Coffee. We're also going to be introducing its coordinating dies and its coordinating coloring stencils too. We'll also be taking a look at Tiny Sentiments Coffee and its coordinating dies, and I love that these tiny little sentiments are perfect with our awesome coffee add-on. Of course, this Treat Cart Coffee add-on is a perfect match for the original treat cart. What it does is it turns your treat cart from an ice cream treat cart into a coffee or bakery treat cart. So let's go ahead and check it out. First, we're going to take a look at the Treat Cart Add-on Coffee, and we have this cute little owl, and then all of these fun little coffee cups that he can be holding in different styles. We have the hot chocolate one with all the marshmallows. We have that traditional to-go cup and also an iced coffee to-go cup too. We have a little espresso machine, which is so sweet, and then a little pastry display area. We also have a bunch of little pastries that you can add into the cart. So we have a little donut and a cupcake and a cake pop, of course. Oh, these are making me hungry. This little croissant is just so cute. I just love all these tiny little things. We have a fun gingerbread man and a candy cane. And then we also have some tiny images that you can stamp in the mugs and the to-go cups. We have a little fall leaf, a little heart, and then we also have a little snowflake. And I love that that can take these to-go cups into all these different holidays and seasons. We also have some steam that can come out of the cups in both a heart style and a traditional steam style. And then some little smiley faces that you can add onto the cups as well in two different styles. We have the cutest little garlands that you can add into your treat carts. We have a little string of lights, and then we have this cute little fall leaf garland, which is just adorable. And then we have some smaller images that are perfect for decorating the cart or the menu board that's in the original treat cart stamp set. We have the little to-go cup, a traditional mug, a cafe menu, and also the phrase coffee cart. You could stamp either coffee cart or just coffee on there. Then we have some tiny phrases that are perfect for adding to the menu board, and I'll show you exactly how this will work in just a little bit. But we have specials, pastries, fall specials, and Christmas specials. We have latte, mocha, and frappe. And then we have muffin, donut, and cake pop, chai, pumpkin spice, and then candy cane latte. Then we have the phrase sip and also hi. And then one of my favorites, which is sorry I'm flaky. That goes really well with the croissant. And if you happen to be late with cards like I am, it's a very perfect phrase to be able to stamp on there. Then we have warm wishes and also autumn greetings. We have thanks a latte, which is great for year round. And then season's greetings. And we have chai there. And then one of my favorites, donut worry. And then we have all of these build-a phrases, and there are a ton in this set that you can mix and match to create your perfect phrase. So we have thanks or wishing you, so you could stamp thanks a latte or wishing you a latte, and then you can stamp love, or you can say wishing you a latte joy, or you can say love and joy. So you can really mix and match these in such a fun way. You can say wishing you a beautiful, and then there's phrases that you can stamp after that. So you could stamp holiday or fall. And then we also have the phrase happy. So you could say happy holiday, happy fall. So you can really mix and match these in such a cool way. Or you can stamp you mocha me happy, which is really cute. And then you could say I'd like to espresso my, and then you can say thanks, or I'd like to espresso my love. So there's a lot of ways to mix and match these in such a cute way. And you can mix and match all of these phrases with the original treat cart phrases too. And then we have the phrase for you. So I'd like to espresso my love for you. And of course, treat yourself. And then hey pop, which is really cute with the cake pop. And now we're going to add some color to these fun images using our markers. And in just a little bit, I'll show you the coordinating coloring stencils. Now, I absolutely love these images so much, and they're really cute on their own, but they were definitely designed to work with the original treat cart. So in the original treat cart stamp set, it's an ice cream treat cart, and we thought how fun would it be to turn it into other types of treats. So with this stamp set, we're able to turn it into either a coffee cart or a pastry cart, or kind of a cafe that has both. The other thing that I really love about this stamp set is that there are images that help you bring it into fall and into winter, but it also works for year-round too. So it really just depends on the color that you add to the different images. So you can see I did an orange on the mug that's a little more for fall, and then a red on the hot chocolate that's a little bit more for the holidays. You could do a pink, and that would be perfect for spring. So this coffee cart can go for year-round. It all just depends on how you decorate it. So here you can see when I have my browns out, I kind of focus on the browns and added a little bit of that brown to all of the different little pastries. And I'm just kind of moving down my cute little images here. I like to use similar browns to things so that everything will coordinate together. Now here for this little espresso machine, how cute is that in the turquoise? I think it's adorable, and I love that little pastry display case as well. It's just so sweet. All these little tiny images kind of remind me of a dollhouse, like you're just kind of setting everything up. It's just so cute and adorable. So I'm going to add some orange frosting to that donut so that it's perfect for fall, but you could add pink or green or all sorts of different colors depending on the look and the season you're creating for with your cute coffee cart. Now here I'm going to add some more of the brown to those cute little pastries and then also to that tiny little cup. And I just love those little garlands. Those little garlands are really adorable on the coffee cart, but what I love about the garlands is that you could also use them to decorate like in the corners of your cards as well. So I think they're just really, really sweet. Now here is the Tiny Sentiments coffee, which has this cute little speech bubble and then all of these little tiny sentiments that you could either stamp in speech bubbles, either this speech bubble or the speech bubbles in our All the Speech Bubbles stamp set, or you can also just stamp them directly on your card around your critters. And they have these fun punny sayings. So we have thanks a latte, cool beans, brew can do it, we're a perfect blend, chai love you, sorry I'm latte, coffee break, how you bean, which is so cute and perfect for our how you bean stamp set too. And you have you mocha me smile, and I heart you a latte, have a latte fun, and oh my goodness, this is so cute. Sip, sip, hooray. I just love this one. And I like that these phrases are really cute with our coffee cup gift card holder too. And then we also have the phrase, it's your birthday. Now for speech bubbles, I just like to take a light turquoise marker and add a little bit to the inside edge, and I just blend it out with a colorless blender. And then here you can see how all of those cute phrases are perfect and go so great with our treat cart coffee add-on. Next up, we're going to take a look at the coordinating coloring stencils for the Treat Cart add-on coffee. I love these coloring stencils because they have etched guidelines that help you easily line them up with all of your stamped images so that you can easily brush on some ink and add color. These are so much fun to use and they're so awesome. We also size these stencils to be 4 by 6 inches, which is the same size as the stamp set, so they're easy to store together. So here you can see I'm just moving my way down the stencil to color in the different parts of the owl. I did his body. Now we're doing his face, and then we can just shift on down and work on his feet and his beak. These coloring stencils are so much fun. I love to color with markers and I love to color with stencils. They are both awesome. I particularly love coloring stencils, especially when I'm going to be doing some mass producing. So if you were making holiday cards with these, you could easily color in images quickly so that you could add them to lots of holiday cards to send out to your friends and family. Now here I'm working on this cute little garland, and you can see sometimes I color both leaves the same color, and sometimes I just ink a little bit of ink over one leaf and then a little bit of ink over the other one. So you can really choose and mix and match your colors to be exactly what you want. There, I thought that green was too bright. No problem. I can just line up my stencil again. I'm adding a little bit of brown over, and now it made that green more into an olive, and it looks beautiful. Next, I'm going to work on this little cup here, and I'm going to add a little bit of red ink there to kind of create that classic Starbucks holiday cup look. And then now we'll do the sleeve over the cup, and once again, I'm just adding the ink. I like to make the ink darker to one side and lighter to the other to give a nice gradient. So I start on one side and let the ink kind of run off on the brush, and now you get that beautiful shaded detail on these images using the stencils. Now, when you stencil your images, you can still add fun little details with markers and gel pens. So here is a light pink. I'm adding some rosy cheeks, and then I'm bringing in my white gel pen to add some fun white gel pen details. And so you can do this no matter if you use markers or you use stencils. It's all going to look amazing. So you can add your cute little details, and look how adorable these are turning out. I just love this so much. These are the coordinating dies for the Treat Cart add-on coffee stamp set, and you can bend apart at the tabs or use your wire snips to separate them. We're going to line them up with our stamped images, hold it in place with some low-tack tape, then we can run it through the die cut machine and we'll have perfectly cut out images every time. We're also going to take this cute little die right here. It's just a single die, which you can line up with the speech bubble in the Tiny Sentiments coffee. Of course, hold that in place with some low-tack tape and run it through the die cut machine, and you'll have this cute little speech bubble that's perfect for adding onto your cards. And then here is a look at all of those cute images from the Treat Cart add-on coffee. I just love all those little guys so much, and it's so much fun to mix and match them with the original Treat Cart stamp set. So here's the original Treat Cart stamp set, and I went ahead and stamped out some of the images from that set so that you can see how they combine with the coffee add-on. So there's the Treat Cart and that cute little menu board, and of course the original Treat Cart set has these cute critters, and the owl can interact with those critters too. Here you can see how adorable it is to add the garland garland onto the coffee cart. And then, of course, the original critters can hold on to any of the items from this coffee add-on. And then the owl can also hold on to all the ice cream treats in the original stamp set. So it's all mix and matchable. There you can see that cute little menu board and how adorable it is to add that little coffee to the top. And then, of course, you could stamp any of those phrases up there: specials, pastries, fall specials, Christmas specials, and the latte, mocha, frappe, etc. all fit into that menu board. You can also put the little images into the menu board and that cafe menu too, which looks so cute. You can also take that little cafe menu and add it directly onto the cart. And of course, you can add your little owl in there. He can be holding pastries or little coffee cups and be the cutest little barista ever. So I love how you can just mix and match these. Then you can add the little pastry display into the cart, which is so sweet. And then of course, you can have your cute little critters on the outside holding on to their pastries like the croissant and the cake pop. And then of course, you can turn the cart from a pastry cart into a coffee cart. And of course, you can combine them too, which is my favorite, to be able to have coffees and pastries together. So that just looks adorable. You can take the little tiny coffee cup and layer that into the cart, and then you can add the garlands to help you decorate and just mix and match any of these elements. It's so much fun to mix and match all the things from these two stamp sets together. So let's go ahead and start creating. And to start off, we're going to create a fall themed card for the coffee cart. And then in just a little bit, Shari is going to create a winter themed card. So I went ahead and die cut some vanilla malt cardstock with a stitched rectangle. And I'm going to take some sugar cookie ink and ink up the bottom of this piece. And that's going to become my ground. And so I'm just building up that ink. And this is a really fun way to create a ground, but have it be not quite as stark as actually putting like a dark brown cardstock there. So I think this just looks really pretty, and it definitely gives it some aged kind of fall vibes to it. It feels very cozy to me. Then we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment on the bottom. So I'm going to use my Misty stamping tool here to stamp my sentiment and have a magnet there to hold my paper in place. And what we're going to be doing is creating a custom sentiment by combining both the Treat Cart Coffee add-on and the original Treat Cart. So we have Wishing You a Brutiful, and we could have done holiday or fall, but I thought it'd be fun to make this into a birthday card. So I'm going to use the birthday from the original set. And all of the phrases have the same size rectangular base, so they're really easy to line up with each other and really easy to mix and match between the two of them. So I love that now I can say, wishing you a beautiful birthday. I can line those all up and then pick it up with the door of my Misty, and then I can ink it up with some black ink and stamp it down onto that beautiful inking that I did. Now that the base of the card is all done, we can start working on the images. So I went ahead and stamped and die cut the menu board from the original treat cart, but we're going to use some of the cute things in the new coffee add-on to add to the menu board. So we're going to stamp that cute little coffee cup there. And there's all these adorable little phrases that you can add in there, like candy cane latte. But what I'm going to do is actually stamp that little cafe menu board in there. So I like that it's fun that you could put either the images or the words in there. And so we're going to stamp that cafe board right in there. And then we can go ahead and add some color to this cute little menu board, which is just going to be adorable. And right now I am recreating a card by Elena, so thank you so much, Elena. So now I'm bringing in that original treat cart, and then we're going to bring in some of these fun decorative elements that come from the coffee add-on. I'm going to take a white gel pen and just add some cute white gel pen details. I just think it makes everything feel so special and just gives it like a fun little look. I especially like adding these white gel pen details around fall and in the holidays. And speaking of fall, I decided to shop my stash of all of my favorite fall sets and bring in some fun images. So here we have You Autumn Know and Scripty Autumn Sentiments for some leaves. I'm going to bring in Let's Go Nuts for some more leaves. I love those squirrels, oh my gosh. And then we're going to bring in Apple-solutely Awesome for an apple basket, and then Winter Birds for a cute pine cone. So for something like this, I would just suggest that you shop your stash. Take a look at all of the cute fall sets you might have and find your favorite images. I love mixing and matching stamp sets, and I love bringing my older stamp sets into something new, which makes it just so fun. And then I decided to take out Perfectly Wicked. I had it out from creating Halloween cards, and it has this cute little stool, which is going to be a perfect little addition to this scene. So now I'm going to add that adorable little fall leaf garland, which might be one of my favorite images ever. I just love it so much, from the Treat Cart Coffee add-on onto the original Treat Cart. Then I'm adding some adhesive to the back of the treat cart so that I can layer my little barista owl right into the cart. And then I'm going to add some foam squares. I'm going to add foam squares to almost everything so that there's a lot of pop on this card, especially since our background is nice and flat since we just did some inking for the ground. So we can add the treat cart into the center and then start layering other items to help create the scene. Of course, he's got to be holding his little coffee mug. And then I'm going to add some of the fall leaves. And these ones I'm going to put flat onto the card just so that it feels like there's some dimension. And then we can add add this cute little menu board there to help set the scene as well. And this is just so sweet. Then I love this apple basket. I think it's just adorable, and the pop of red that it brings in really looks beautiful on the card. And then there's that little stool, and we're going to add a little coffee cup right on top so that it almost looks like a little table there in front of the coffee cart. And then for these beautiful fall leaves, I'm going to add some foam squares onto them and just add them into the sky so it looks like all these fall leaves are falling down around this adorable scene. And I just love the warm and cozy vibes of this card so much. Now I'm going to layer some more into the sky because they're just going to look adorable in there. And then I'm going to add some fall leaves to the bottom as well to kind of help fill in the scene and bring in all the leaves from the top towards the bottom of the card too. Next, we can add that adorable little pine cone, which is just so sweet. I don't know why, but the pine cone just kind of really makes this whole scene for me. And then I'm going to add some of those little steam images above the two coffee cups. I think those are so cute, especially the one with the heart. I think it's just adorable. And then for our background, we're going to take some fruit salad paper. And I love taking paper that was summery and bringing it into fall. And this beautiful gingham is just perfect for fall. So we're going to layer that onto a standard size card base that's 5.5 by 4.25 inches. And then we're going to take the whole panel that we just worked on and layer that over that gingham. And I think that's just looks so beautiful. Now, the last thing that I wanted to do was bring out the Tiny Sentiments coffee, and I wanted to stamp out that cute little speech bubble, the one that we used earlier. I'm going to stamp the phrase "Sip, sip, hooray" in there, which I thought went really cute with our birthday theme for this card. So I'm going to add some adhesive to that and just layer that right onto the card so it looks like the owl is saying "Sip, sip, hooray." Then it says, "Wishing you a beautiful birthday." I think this is just so sweet and so much fun, and it's so much fun to create these cute coffee cards, and I love the fall theme. Now, next up, Shari is going to create one with a winter theme. So take it away, Shari.
So I am creating a winter coffee treat cart today using the new treat cart add-on coffee along with the original treat cart set. I've already colored and cut out my images and I will just set those aside while I work on my background. I'm using this really fun favorite flannel paper. This is from the 12 by 12 sheet. This is the color Hot Toddy. It is one of my favorites, but it is a really nice subtle pattern to make a fun background. And what I'm going to do is do a little bit of stenciling on this plaid. So I'm using some mermaid ink and my birch tree stencil, and I'm switching over to a smaller brush just so I have a little bit more control. I'm trying to be very light-handed because what I wanted to create is kind of a shadowed stenciled background with these trees. I don't want it to be too dark. I want it to be nice and subtle, just like the plaid is in the background. But this will give it some fun trees in the background for my cute little winter scene where my tree cart is going to be. So I'm just working my way down, making sure this is all covered. I don't need to worry about the bottom too much because I'll be putting some snow down there. And I also wanted to add some sparkle, so I'm using this champagne gold metallic watercolor and adding some splatters. This is more of a muted gold, so it's not going to stand out too much on that background, but it's going to give us some really fun shimmer. You'll see here, I'm going to pick this up, set it aside to dry, but I'm going to move it in the light so you can see that shimmer. Now for my snow, I love using some pixie dust sparkle cardstock to create some sparkly snow. And I'm just going to cut this with one of the stitched hillside border dies. So now I have a snowy hill for the bottom of my card. I am going to go ahead and put this background onto a card base so that I can start to build my scene and add my sentiment. Now for the sentiment, I'm using the sentiment that says wishing you a latte love and joy. I thought that would be a perfect sentiment for a winter card. This is not necessarily a Christmas card, but it certainly could be. And I'm just stamping this right onto that background pattern paper, right over the stenciling with some black ink. I am using some VersaFine ink since I'm stamping over top of some of those metallic watercolor splatters. Now I can go ahead and add my snow to the bottom. And then I can start to build my little scene with my little pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and decorate my tree cart here. So I'm adding the little holiday lights to the front of my cart. I also have the cute little bear from the original tree cart set, and he's going to be holding this little tiny cup of coffee, which is just so cute. I need to put some treats in my other critter's hands. So my little owl has a big cup of coffee. He really needs some caffeine today. And my fox has that cute little gingerbread cookie. I am going to go ahead and put my bear, who is manning the treat cart, into the cart here. So I'm just tucking him in there. I did make his hand with the coffee cup kind of go on the outside. And then I'm adding the little espresso machine, which is just so cute. I put some foam squares all over the back. I used thin foam squares for the treat cart itself, so it looked like it was back a little further, and then I'll use some thicker foam squares for my characters in the front. So I have my little owl with his coffee. I also need to add the little menu board. There's lots of choices on what to stamp, and I just picked one that felt very winter. So we have mochas and frappes and a latte. And then I have my little fox with his cookie, and he's just going to go over here on the right side. Now, I did use some snowflakes I already had cut out, but I just wanted to show you that I used the mini snowflakes dies and some holographic paper, and I'm using the very small ones in this set so it doesn't distract too much from my trees. And I've just sprinkled them around, and I will add them with a little dot of liquid glue. And then, of course, we need some sparkle. I just think that this makes it look icy, like very wintry. Like the ice and the glitter have just fallen on top of the treat cart. We have some glitter on top of our menu board, and of course, some frosting on our cute little cookie. And here is my finished winter coffee treat cart card, and I love that fun forest background.
Oh my goodness, Shari, I love how beautiful and sparkly this card is. And next up, we have some incredible cards by the design team. And this one by Audrey is so sweet. I love that she used the leafy tree backdrop to create the perfect fall scene for her coffee cart. This card here by Megan is just gorgeous. I love the beautiful rainbowy fall theme that she has going on, and the pumpkins are a great match. This coffee cup gift card holder card by Jen is so sweet. I love the cute little critters surrounding the giant coffee cup. And this card by Christy is so much fun. I love this fall scene and how she layered all those cute treats on the hay bale in the front. This card here features the peppermint border, which is such a fun mix to this fun wintry coffee cart themed card. And then I love that these cute little critters are adorable with and without the coffee cart, and here they are a perfect match for our coffee cup gift card holder. This card here by Jen is so sweet. I love all the fall vibes with that cute tree background. And then next up, we have a beautiful fall themed coffee cart card by Maureen. And this one is just adorable. I love all the extra owls that she added in and all of the fun, cute fall leaves. And then this is the card by Elena that inspired us to make ours today. I just love that it's so much fun to mix and match our different seasonal sets together to create the best scenes. And then here, I love this purple theme card by Letitia. Oh my gosh, it is just so beautiful and perfect for winter. So we cannot wait to see all of your coffee cart cards, so make sure to share them with us. Thank you so much for watching today, and we hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!